proteins, applied nutrition and dietetics. Look at these pictures, shows that protein rich food items. Contents: one introduction to composition of proteins, 8 essential amino acids, or functions of proteins, 5 dietary sources, 6 protein requirements RDA, 7 application and implication in nursing, 8 conclusion. Introduction, a detail going on. Proteins are large, complex molecules that play a critical role in body. They are made up of hundreds or thousands of smaller units called amino acids, which are attached in long chains. There are 20 different types of amino acids that can be combined to make a protein. The sequence of amino acids determines each protein's unique three-dimensional structure and its specific function. Proteins are vital in nursing nutrition as they support tissue repair, immune functions, and overall health, making them essential for patient recovery and well-being. Definition: proteins are large, complex molecules made up of amino acids playing crucial roles in the structure, function, and regulation of the body's tissues and organs. They are essential for processes such as enzyme catalysis, cell signaling, and immune responses. Composition, a detail going on. Proteins are composed of amino acids which are organic molecules made up of the elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, sometimes sulfur. There are 20 different amino acids that combined in various sequences to form proteins. Each amino acid has a basic structure consisting of 1. A central carbon atom, 2. An amino groups, 3. The carboxyl group, 4. A hydrogen atom, 5. A side chain that is unique to each amino acid and determines its properties. The 20 amino acids, these amino acids can be categorized into essential and non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, these cannot be synthesized by the human body and must be obtained from the diet. One, histidine. 2, isoleucine. 3, leucine. 4, lysine. 5, methionine. 6, phenylalanine. 7, threonine. 8, tryptophan. 9, valine. Non-essential amino acids. These can be synthesized by the human body. 1, alanine. 2, arginine. 3, asparagine. 4, aspartic acid. 5, cysteine. 6, glutamic acid. 7, glutamine. 8, glycine. 9, proline. 10, serine. 11, thyroxine. Levels of protein structure. Proteins have 4 levels of structure that define their shape and functions. The primary structure, the linear sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide chain. Secondary structure, local folding into structures such as alpha helices and beta sheets, stabilized by hydrogen bonds. 3, tertiary structure, the overall 3-dimensional shape of a single polypeptide chain, stabilized by various interactions including hydrogen bonds, ionic bonds, van der Waals forces, and disqualified bridges. 4, quaternary structure, the structure formed by multiple polypeptide chains that operate as a single protein complex. Bonding in proteins. Peptide bonds link amino acids together in a polypeptide chain. Hydrogen bonds stabilize the secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure. Ionic bonds occur between oppositely charged side chain. Van der Waals forces, weak attentions between all atoms contributing to tertiary and quaternary structures. Dissolidified bridges, covalent bonds between the sulfur atoms of cysteine residues, contributing to the stability of tertiary and quaternary structures. Proteins are dynamic molecules that can change their shape and consequently their function in response to environmental conditions and interactions with other molecules. Eight essential amino acids, detail going on. Eight of the essential amino acids are vital for human health and must be obtained through the diet because the body cannot synthesize them. These essential amino acids play a crucial role in various physiological processes, including protein synthesis, enzyme function, and metabolism. Here are the 8 essential amino acids. 1. Isoleucine functions involved in muscle metabolism, immunofunction, hemoglobin production, and energy regulation. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy, legumes, and nuts. Leucine function stimulates muscle protein synthesis, aids in the healing of bones, skin and muscle tissue, and regulates blood sugar level. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, soya products, and legumes. Lysine functions necessary for protein synthesis, enzyme and hormone production, and calcium absorption. It also plays a role in immunofunction and collagen formation. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, soya products, legumes. Or methionine functions important for metabolism and detoxification, helps with tissue growth, aids in the absorption of zinc and selenium. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, nuts and seeds. Phenylalanine functions precursor for the neurotransmitters thyroxine, dopamine, epinephrine and norepinephrine. It plays a role in the structure and functions of proteins and enzymes. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, soya products, nuts. Six threonine functions crucial for the formation of collagen and elastin and plays a role in fat metabolism and immunofunctions. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, soya products, legumes. Seven tryptophan functions precursor for serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood, sleep and appetite. It is also involved in the production of melatonin and niacin, vitamin B3. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, nuts and seeds. Eight valine functions stimulates muscle growth and regeneration and is involved in energy production. Sources: meat, fish, egg, dairy products, soya products and legumes. These essential amino acids must be consumed regularly in adequate amount to ensure proper body function and overall health. A balanced diet containing a variety of protein sources can help meet these nutritional needs. Whole functions of proteins. Detail going on. Proteins serve a multitude of vital functions in living organisms, playing crucial roles in almost every biological processes. Here are some of the key functions of protein. One, enzymes. Proteins act as biological catalyst, speeding up chemical reactions within cells. Enzymes facilitate various metabolic processes such as digestion, energy production and DNA replication. Second, structural support. Proteins provide structural support to cells, tissues, and organs. Structural proteins like collagen, elastin, and keratin give strength and elasticity to skin, bones, hair, connective tissues. Three, transportation. Transport proteins such as hemoglobin in red blood cells and albumin in blood plasma carry molecules like oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products throughout the body. Four, hormones. Protein hormones such as insulin and growth hormones regulate physiological processes and maintain homeostasis by signaling between cells and tissues. Five, immunodefense. Antibodies, also known as immunoglobulins, are specialized protein produced by the immune system to recognize and neutralize pathogens like bacteria, virus, and toxins. Six, muscle contraction. Contractible proteins like actin and myosin enable muscle cells to contract and generate force, facilitating movement, locomotion, and muscle function. Seven, cell signaling. Signaling proteins really signals within and between cells, regulating processes such as cell growth, differentiation, and apoptosis, programmed cell death. Examples include receptors, kinases, and G proteins. Eight, regulation of gene expression. Transcription factors are proteins that bind to specific DNA sequences and control the transcription of genes, thereby regulating gene expression and protein synthesis. Nine, fluid balance. Proteins in the blood such as albumin help maintain osmotic pressure and regulate fluid balance between blood and tissues. pH balance. Buffer proteins helps regulate the pH of body fluids, maintaining them within narrow ranges to support biochemical reactions and cellular functions. Metabolism. Metabolic enzymes regulate the breakdown and synthesis of molecules like carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids, providing energy and building blocks for cellular processes. Storage. Storage proteins store essential nutrients and molecules for later use. For example, ferritin stores iron and casein stores calcium and phosphorus in milk. These diverse functions highlight the indispensable role of proteins in the structure, functions, regulation of living organisms. Their versatility and specificity make them essential for life and health. Protein dietary sources. Detail going on. Proteins are found in a variety of dietary sources, both from animals and plant origins, including a variety of protein-rich foods in your diet can ensure that you obtain all the essential amino acids and other nutrients necessary for optimal health. Here are some common dietary sources of proteins. Animal sources: 1. Meat, beef, pork, lamb, venison, and other gamey meats are rich source of protein. 2. Poultry, chicken, turkey, duck, excellent source of lean protein. 3. Seafood, fish such as salmon, tuna, cod, tilapia, shrimp, and other shellfish are high in protein and often rich in omega-3 fatty acids. 4. Eggs, both egg white and yolks are rich in protein, with eggs whites being particularly protein dense. Five dietary products: milk, cheese, yogurt, cottage cheese, and other dietary products are rich in protein, particularly resin and baked proteins. Plant sources: 1. Legumes. Beans such as black beans, kidney beans, check beans, and beans are excellent source of plant-based protein. Two. Soya products: Temph, edamame, soya milk, and other soya-based products are complete protein sources. 3. Nuts and seeds: almonds, walnuts, peanuts, cashew nuts, etc. Sunflower seeds are also rich in protein. Four. Grains: bulgur, oats, whole wheat are grains that contain significant amount of protein. 5. Vegetables: some vegetables such as spinach, broccoli, pears contain moderate amount of protein. 6. Seitan, also known as wheat gluten. Seitan is a meat substitute made from wheat protein and is rich in protein. 7. Plant-based meat substitutes: products made from tofu, tempeh, textured, the vegetable protein TVD, and other plant-based ingredients are increasingly popular protein sources for vegetarians and vegans. Other sources: 1. Protein supplements: protein powders such as whey protein, soya protein, bee protein, and rice protein. And protein bars can be convenient source of protein, particularly for athletes and individuals with increased protein needs. 2. Fortified foods: some foods such as fortified and plant-based milk. Alternatives: example soya milk, are fortified with additional protein. Including a variety of these protein-rich foods in your diet can help ensure that you meet your daily protein requirements and obtain all the essential amino acids and other nutrients necessary for optimal health. Protein recommended dietary allowance or DA. The recommended daily allowance for protein represents the average daily intake level sufficient to meet the nutrient requirements of most healthy individuals. Protein requirements can vary based on factors such as age, sex, body weight, physical activity level, overall health status. Here are the general pattern RDA recommendations established by various health organizations. Protein RDA recommendations. On United States, the recommended dietary allowance for protein for adults is set at 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. This translates to about 0.36 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day. For example, for a sedentary adult weight 68 kg, the RDA for protein would be approximately 54 grams per day. Second, World Health Organization WHO also recommends a protein intake of 0.83 grams per kilogram of body weight per day for adults. The European Food Safety Authority recommends a protein intake of 0.83 grams per kilogram of body weight per day for adults. For athletes and active individuals engage in regular physical activity, particularly endurance, strength training exercises, may be higher protein requirements to support muscle repair, recovery and growth. Recommendation for athletes can range from 1.2 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, depending on the intensity and duration of training. High pregnancy and lactation. During pregnancy and lactation, protein requirements increase to support of fetal growth, maternal tissue growth and milk production. Pregnant and lactating women are advised to consume additional protein. With recommendations typically ranging from 1.1 to 1.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. It is important to note that these recommendations are general guidelines and individual protein needs may vary. Factors such as age, muscle mass, metabolic rate, and overall health should be considered when determining specific protein requirements. Consulting with healthcare professionals, registered dietitian, and provided personalized recommendations based on individual circumstances and nutritional needs. Seven, applications and implications in nursing. Protein play a critical role in the human body, and their implication in nursing are vast. Here are application and implication of proteins in the field of nursing. One, wound healing. Application: proteins are essential for tissue repair and regeneration. Amino acids, the building blocks of protein, are critical for the synthesis of new tissues. Implication: nurses need to ensure that patients, especially those with wounds, surgical incisions, receive adequate protein to promote healing. Second, nutritional assessment application. Evaluating protein levels can help assess a patient's nutritional status. Implication: nurses must monitor protein intake and may need to recommend dietary adjustments or supplements to patients at risk of malnutrition. Three, immunofunctions application. Protein are vital for the production of antibodies and immunosystem components. Implication: nurses should be aware of the protein needs of immunocompromised patients to support their immunofunction. Four, muscle maintenance and strength application. Proteins are necessary for muscle growth and maintenance. Implication: in patients with muscle wasting conditions, nurses need to ensure proper protein intake to maintain muscle mass and function. Five, enzyme function application. Enzymes, which are proteins, facilitate biochemical reactions in the body. Implications: understanding enzyme function can help nurses interpret various lab results and manage metabolic conditions. Six, fluid balance application. Albumin, a protein in the blood, helps maintain oncotic pressure and fluid balance. Implications: nurses must monitor protein levels in patients with conditions like liver disease or nephrotic syndrome to prevent edema and fluid imbalances. 7. Transport nutrients and drugs. Application. Proteins such as hemoglobin and albumin transport oxygen, nutrients and medications in the blood. Implication. Nurses need to consider protein levels when administering medications, as low protein levels can affect drug distribution and efficiency. 8. Hormone production application. Some hormones like insulin or proteins. Implication. Nurses should monitor and manage protein intake in the patients with endocrine disorders to support hormone synthesis. 9. Metabolic regulation application. Protein play a role in metabolic pathways and regulation. Implication. Nurses need to understand the metabolic demands of critical ill patients and ensure they receive adequate protein to meet those needs. 10. Preventing pressure ulcers application. Adequate protein intake helps maintain skin integrity and prevent pressure ulcers. Implication. Nurses should assess and ensure sufficient protein intake in bedridden or immobile patients. 11. Bone health application. Protein like collagen are essential for bone matrix formation. Implication. Nurses should encourage protein rich diets in patients with osteoporosis or fractures to support bone healing. 12. Pediatric growth and development application. Proteins are crucial for growth and development in children. Implication. Pediatric nurses must ensure that children receive adequate protein to support their rapid growth and developmental needs. By understanding, applying knowledge about protein, nurses can significantly impact patient care, from promoting healing and recovery to managing chronic conditions and ensuring overall health and well-being. 8. Conclusion. In applied nutrition and dietetics for nursing, proteins are vital macronutrients necessary for the growth, repair, and maintenance of body tissues. Adequate protein intakes support immunofunction, wound healing, and the maintenance of muscle mass, which are crucial for patient recovery and overall health. Thank you. Have a nice day.